My name is Tim Weber, and I'm the superintendent for Wyoming City Schools. Today, I'd like to talk with you about some considerations that we're making for kindergarten and first grade students, and I'd also like to address the most frequently asked questions that we're receiving at covidquestions@wyomingcityschools.org. First, let's jump into the considerations that we're thinking about for our youngest students, kindergarten and first grade. Right now, we're making plans that would bring kindergarten and first grade students back to school each and every day. We're thinking about this for a few different important reasons. First of all, we know that our youngest students, kindergarten and first grade, actually struggle the most with online learning. Secondly, we know that kindergarten and first grade class sizes are less than class sizes in all other grades. This provides us the potential to create social distancing of at least 6 feet between all of our students. There's lots of work that goes into this. We're in every classroom right now actually measuring the distance between desks. We're talking with teachers about the way instruction happens in each one of these classrooms, and we're talking with our science advisory team to make sure that this decision is in line with all of the thinking and the conversations that we've had about COVID and its spread within our community. Our goal is to have kindergarten and first grade students coming back to school every day. We actually want this for all of our students as soon as we possibly can, but we've got to do that safely. Our challenge, however, right now is that the spread of COVID in our local community, in our Cincinnati region, and throughout the state is rapidly increasing. And so we're very concerned about that. And so actually, we're not able to make this decision at this time, but we're still doing the work so that when we're ready to move our students back into school each and every day, especially our kindergarten and first grade students, we're ready to do so. So we're going to continue the work. We're going to be ready to go when the COVID levels are appropriate to make this decision. We'll make this decision. We all want our students, again, back in school each and every day. At this time, I'd like to transition into looking at some of those most frequently asked questions that we're receiving at covidquestions@wyomingcityschools.org.
Our first question is, when conditions point to a box with 2 potential learning modes, what factors are considered when choosing between all online or hybrid or in person? When this condition exists, our science advisory team analyzes every possible source of data that are available to the team, such as in-school COVID transmission rates across our region, any potential staffing concerns that would impact our school district, and any other new information available to our team. It's this information that our science advisory team relies on to make the most appropriate and the safest recommendation possible for our student learning mode. Our next question is, when the COVID data is lowered to the orange-colored boxes, will an all-remote option still be available? And the answer to this question is yes. All remote learning will be available for students throughout the remainder of the school year. The decision matrix was created to determine the learning mode most appropriate for all students that have chosen the in-school learning option. Our next question is, will the data being used for weekly learning mode decisions be available to parents each week? In our weekly communication, we will continue to provide links to the data associated with the COVID community spread measures that we are monitoring. We do not publish general student absence rates or staff and student new case percentages over a 14-day period. However, we are sharing student and staff new case information on a weekly basis on our Wyoming City Schools COVID-19 data dashboard that can be found on our website.
I'd like to thank our students, our families, and our staff members for the incredible partnership that exists here in Wyoming City Schools. Please continue to send your questions to covidquestions@wyomingcityschools.org, and we will continue to address those questions in future videos. Thanks again.